All right, I was looking for something to make a little coffee bar out of, and I wanted to do microcement. And I looked at every kind of piece of furniture I could look for in all the standard furniture stores that I knew how to get a hold of, even or look in, high end, low end, medium end, and everything just looks chintzy, crappy, or they're hacking a rainforest down to build it. And I found this on Marketplace. They think it's like 100 and some years old, the family that sold it to me, for $110. And I don't know, there's some delaminating veneer. This is a veneer, it's all natural wood, but I noticed after I got it home, it's a little bit popping, so we're gonna sand it. I am by no means a furniture expert, so feel free to correct me on all the things I do wrong as I refinish this piece of furniture. Tell me what you think about the top we do on this. I think it might surprise you. I'm starting out here with 180 on my Festool. You don't need a Festool. It is a really nice high-end sander. It has a good dust collection system with it. That does help prolong the life of the pads quite a bit. Just make sure the holes are lined up. It's important with everything in life. I think any of the places where it's bubbling, I'm just gonna try to sand through it, totally remove everything that's bubbling and Bondo it back in, get it smooth, and all I really care is that this is square. Just thought of something. I'm gonna protect that back, so I'm not sanding the whole back as well, unintentionally. I want to thank our main sponsor today, Frog Tape, if I can find the end. Okay, they're not sponsoring us, but they should. I don't even know. Do I spend like $10,000 a year on Frog Tape, probably? See if I can tape this backwards, not on the back side of the cabinet. I just want to kind of protect this so I'm not inadvertently sanding, rubbing this whole back down as I am attempting to only sand the top surface here. There's a big bubble. Whoopsie daisy. Better not say whoopsie daisy in front of my dad. I said that when I was a kid. Sometimes he'd be like, men don't say whoopsie. I remember that. Not everybody's as manly as King Countertops. Go to a foam back pad. See if I can clean this up. This pad has foam on the back side of it, so it really helps just get down into all the nooks and crannies, places that are kind of hard to reach. And this will actually kind of clean up your piece. Get everything really smooth. This is 800 grit, so we stepped up really far there, but we are coating this, so I'm not worried at all. Really wipe all my inside corners. Try to remove any excess sawdust, stain. This is just 99% isopropyl alcohol. Wiping it down. To fix or not to fix? That's a bit of a bump. I think I have to fix it. I'm disappointed that I found more bubbles, but it doesn't mean we're going to do it wrong and just cover over them. So I'm peeling this veneer off. So I think. We'll see how. Okay, back to square one. Not quite, not quite. Most of it's done. Most of this is completed. So it ain't square one. Oh, sorry.
I didn't realize it was that close.
I just want there to be enough that these like lines actually stay high enough to make the wood grain pattern tomorrow, you know? Where are we on that one, Michael? You gotta get better at yelling at me again. It's been a while. Mike never yells at me. But you sure as hell have saved me a lot on jobs like things that would have screwed me over. Michael, the guy behind the camera, probably the most valuable to MVP on a lot of big jobs. So when the videographer has the cord or remembers that you're supposed to screw your head on righty-tighty, lefty-loosey before the day starts. So sometimes you need that reminder, so make sure you surround yourself with people like Michael, if you can. I'd say person, because you won't find more than one. The only Michael. All right, so we're applying our bronze fine. This is a really fine micro cement that we're gonna, and it has real bronze in it. We are going to try to apply this without wasting too much of the product off the edge. We are applying it nice and thin. I'm not looking for a thick coating here. We're gonna sand and expose our base color here, which is gonna really turn out cool looking. Don't need any excess. Ginger girl. They'll know why I'm rolling this until they see us gold leaf it. You know? Which is fine. This is 180. So this is actually cutting it way more. $7,000.